Welcome to the broadcast. I am the Reverend Dr. Mark Stenberg, Senior Contributing Editor.
Yes, and I'm the Reverend Russell.
We're coming to you from the heart of the Empire Building, the third floor of the Empire Building in downtown St. Paul. Beautiful, sunlit St. Paul.
Sunlit St. Paul, and it is an interesting Epiphany foray, and the Gospel text is Matthew 5, 1 through 12.
This is such a polarizing text. There's so many, there's two completely opposite ways of reading it.
Yeah, there really is. I mean, some people, we're talking about the Sermon on the Mount. This is the beginning of 3 chapters of the Sermon on the Mount, and this is Matthew, the full-on Sermon on the Mount. None of this Luke Sermon in the Valley thing.
Right.
This is the real deal. And yeah, it is. Some people would just carve this out and throw away the rest of the whole New Testament.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
But what are these two polarizing?
Well, of course, there's the sentimental one, which is kind of about the afterlife, and you'll be suffering now, but you won't be in the future.
Yeah.
And when your friends don't invite you to that raging party on Friday night because you were witnessing to them at McDonald's, you're blessed by that.
Right.
So because you weren't ashamed.
Right.
Yeah.
Blessed are the losers, for they did not get invited to the fair. Yeah. Well, there is this sort of I think this is I can't believe I'm going to say this, and I don't really mean it, but I think the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount is a young man's game. No, it's the kind of thing that you could if you happen to be, really become zealous about living out the faith, this is something that you can really hold on to, right? I mean, wasn't it,
You're saying when you're older, you just kind of give up on your ideals?
Oh, I'm sorry. How old are you? How old are you? You're not there yet? No, I think that things become a bit more nuanced, right?
Yes.
I think that, things become a bit more nuanced, and that we, recognize that this is more of a way of being than where you're going. Anyway, didn't Tolstoy abandon his family, and he decided that he's just going to live out the Sermon on the Mount. Yeah, and he abandoned his family and died alone at a train station. Right? Is that how it goes?
That's when he was older.
Oh, I see.
But
how'd it go? I wonder how it went. The Beatitudes, living them out.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear?
No.
Oh yeah, I think it's difficult.
I think it is too.
Yeah, and then there's always that thing is this some sort of concrete ethical instruction that we must live this way, or is this some sort of idealized way that we will always fail to live up to? And in the same way that the law convicts us of sin, this is the sort of thing that convicts us of our sin and our need for reconciliation.
Yeah. Or you can say that this is Jesus teaching his followers what it is to be blessed by God, what true blessing is.
Yeah.
It's not power. It's not money. It's not having mad skills or gifts. It's living this way that will take Jesus to the cross.
Wow. I mean, there's a beauty in that for sure.
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah, humility.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what are you going to do with this? How do you preach this?
Yes.
Do you say, how do you preach this?
Yeah, you got layers and layers of
the
moralism and the sentimentality around it.
Yeah.
How do you make it live again?
Right.
Yeah.
Blessed are the slaves because 600 or so years later, there will be a black president. I don't know, I mean, it's I don't know. I think maybe it is a text that is written to the people. It is written for people who are suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah. And giving some hope. But also, what maybe seems even more radical is to take this, if you're privileged like us. I think this is written to people who are poor. They're mourning. These are people in trouble. But what if we who have all these advantages try and shed them to live a life like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you try it? Let us know how it works.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is Question the Text.